What are you hiding, Joe Biden? What you hiding, Joe Biden? What you hiding, Joe Biden? Joe Biden, Joe Biden, Joe Biden. Now the blame game begins. It used to be people were saying, well, God, we don't think Joe Biden is that popular. He's going to win, but he's not that popular. Then they went, well, Joe's not doing very well. Is it well or good? He ain't doing too good. Polling numbers are pretty bad. Doing the lie stuff again. He got caught again. What day was it? A few days ago. I guess he was speaking at a African American event, trying to lure back some of the African American voters that he lost. Are you African American? Are you black? Are you what? Are you? I'm a Caucasian fellow, I guess. I'm supposed to be a Euro American. Who knows? Who knows anymore? I do know this. Don't forget to subscribe. Boop, 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 boop. But okay, so he went out and he told the lies again about how he stood shoulder to shoulder, breast to breast, or whatever, with black people, and he was arrested. He did all those lies again, saying that he was a civil rights activist, and that's already been debunked. It's already been fact checked to be found to be incorrect. There was no. He didn't get arrested while going to visit Nelson Mandela. He didn't get arrested off of the porch in Delaware where he was screaming anti-police statements in the 60s because they were, stick it to the man, hey, down with the police and all that. Supposedly him and his black friends were all sitting on the porch yelling and screaming, and he was arrested. Well, that was all debunked, and it's not true, but he did it again. Once again. In his attempt to lure back the how do you say the word anymore now? They were saying the homosexual vote. I guess that's what they were saying in the article I was reading. He tried to lure them back, and they said, "What can we do? Let's make it sound like you've always been a gay rights activist," because he has to overcome the fact that he was and he is very anti-gay marriage. He'll was a fall of the sword, trying to encourage people to embrace gay marriage, but he and Barack Obama were anti-gay marriage. They said it's okay if you want to do whatever, but you just can't get married. It's weird. We just had an earthquake, and this is, as I move back and forth, it makes the curtain move. But we just had an earthquake here in California. Did you feel the earthquake? But anyway, they're very anti-gay marriage. So they said, well, let's try and make it look like you've been all for gays your entire life. So they made up the lie about him and his dad. His dad was dropping off for school, and two gays were walking down the street holding hands. They started kissing each other goodbye, like, have a good day, Johnny. Okay, you too, Bill. Well, that was a lie. Was it a bold-faced lie? It was a total lie. It was a complete lie. It never happened. His dad would not have said that. And the gays are saying, why are you pandering to us? That's a lie. That's a lie. Because a lot of the gays my age, I'm not one of them, but if I was, that's okay, I guess. But the gays I know, they never would admit to being gay. Like when you're in school, you're gay, you're a faggot, you're a homo, queer, and all this stuff. We always say that about everyone. Well, some of them really were. I have a friend who's, I think he's a year older than me, but he is a male homosexual man. Male homosexual man. He was gay when I knew him. Or did I know he was gay? No. Did he tell me he was gay? No. Was I surprised when I found he was gay? Maybe. But nobody was able to come out. But they made up that big lie about the two kissing guys with him and his dad. Never, ever happened. The gays know it never happened. So he does this thing all the time. He tries to get the truck driver to vote. I'm one of y'all. I do drive. Maybe this arm. And he would make up the lies about driving a big rig. When the bridge was knocked down by the barge or by the cargo ship, what does he say? Instead of saying, oh my God, this is tragic, he said, I remember taking a train across that bridge every day. Well, there was no train track. There was never a train going across there. Then we have the Hawaii situation where he went to Hawaii and everybody lost their homes. They said that when they took the cadaver dogs out there, it was very hard for the cadaver dogs because when they would find a body, it was just a pile of ash. The bodies, so there's all this ash everywhere. He's burned down trees, burned down house, burned out car. Then this pile of ash, the dog would alert on. This pile of ash right here is a person, a dead person. Ooh, not a cadaver of an animal, but a dead human being. How do they know? How does the dog know? How do the people know? And how do they get DNA off of that? I don't think they can. So a lot of mass graves. So what does he say instead of saying, "Oh my God, I feel for you. I'm so sorry this happened. We're gonna get everything. FEMA's gonna be out there. We're gonna get going. We're working really hard." What does he say? "I know what you're feeling. I had a fire in my house." Well, he had a kitchen fire in his house. No one died. It was minor, small insurance claim, and it was all taken care of for good old Joe. So I'm asking you, what you hiding, Joe Biden? What are you hiding? What you hiding? He's got to be hiding something. What's going on? He has to have something on someone. Now his son is back to in the news because two things that Daddy Biden hurt baby Biden because he said all the gun laws that Biden has fought for so long, his son violated those. He committed felonies. Then he says no one is above the law when he wants Trump to get busted. Well, if no one's above the law, what about you, Joe? What about old Hunter? You know, maybe it's time to get out the punter, boop, and kick away Hunter. Boop. What you hide, Joe Biden, and punter the Hunter, boop. So, my question is, what you hide, Joe Biden, and who do you blame? The blame game has begun. It's been going on for a little while. But now that we know that's going to be Trump, you know it, I know it, we all know it. CNN knows it, MSNBC knows it. The British government, they're now working to, they don't really want to seal up any deals with Biden because they're afraid. And they spend a lot of time, flying back and forth to the United States and United Nations, and they do all this work with Biden. Trump might just hop on day one and just eliminate whatever they did. So they figured we got about 5 more months. This is June. So we get about 7 more months of Biden in office. About 7 more months. In January, he'll be gone. So they're talking about that. But the blame game. What you hide, Joe Biden, and what are you out there? Who do you blame for the Biden loss? Who do we blame? Who is to blame? I was listening to CNN. They said that one problem was that the vice president that was selected for Joe Biden, they didn't say the vice president Joe Biden selected. The vice president that was selected for Joe Biden proved to be very, very weak, very unliked in the Democratic Party. It doesn't matter that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are disliked by the Republicans. The important thing is they're disliked by the independents and disliked by the Democrats, because most of the Republicans aren't going to vote for Trump. Aren't going to vote for Biden. They're saying right now, well, we interviewed in 1 in 10 Trump Republicans are saying, I'm having trouble supporting Trump. What are they going to do? Vote for Biden? No, they're not going to. Most of the Republicans think, and quite a bit of the Democrats think, it was a witch hunt. It was a political strategy to try to harm Trump. What did it do? $52 million in donations in one day. I think it was like $22 million in less than 7 hours. So the guilty comes out. The guilty decision that he was going to be now convicted and sentenced to this 30 whatever thing, and immediately people started donating money. Why did they start donating money? Do they like him? Not necessarily, but I think they smell a rat. Because wait a minute, when did this Stormy Daniels thing happen? A man had sex with, I guess they're calling her now an escort, a gentleman entertainer / escort. I guess she would, and now with OnlyFans and all this different stuff, I guess a lot of people are capitalizing on additional income, a side hustle. So she has a regular hustle as a porn actress, and then she has a side hustle with having these encounters with other men for money, which escort, prostitute, whatever you want to call her. And he gave some money. So people are saying, well, this is weird. Now, if this was such a big issue, why wasn't it a big issue until now? Well, because we thought maybe good old Joe could win. But now we know that they're saying on MSNBC, it's time for the Democrats to stop talking about Joe and only focus on what Trump did, trying to sway those voters. But it's going to be Trump. Trump is going to win. But the blame game is here. Most of them are blaming Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Do you blame Joe Biden solely for losing the election to Trump? Now that we know that it's over, we'll still go through the. I can't remember one of the countries that was chiming in. They said, well, in our country, what we do is when we know there's no way to win, we can actually step down sooner. So, for example, right now, since Biden knows Trump's going to win, he can say, look, guys, hey, it's been great. Give me 2 weeks to pack up. Mr. Trump, you can, come on over now. So instead of waiting for 7 months, he'll just go ahead and leave now. That's what some of the countries said. That's what someone said you should do. Look, you're going to lose. We want to get back to business. Why don't you just step down? You have no way of winning. Let Trump step in, and we can start going back to business as usual. What's business? We're talking about during COVID. We're going to get back to life as usual, or whatever. Get back to the way it was before COVID. Well, do you blame Biden 100%? Now, here's my theory. This is what I'm thinking. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way. Boop, boop, boop. Like and share. What about this? This is a round table, so you can chime in, please, right there. Chime in down there. This is my thoughts in a nutshell. A nuthead with a nutshell. If let's go individual. Let's say I played tennis, and I do. I was pretty good. Was I John McEnroe good? No. Jimmy Connors. I'm talking about people in my age. I'm not talking about the current. Jimmy Connors, those kind of even Agassi towards it. As I was still playing tennis at that time. Was I that good? No, I was not. But let's say there's a tennis association that says, David, we think it'd be good to have like a pro-am kind of thing where we'll take an amateur and let them play a pro. Usually pro-am, it's going to be, you play doubles, and it'd be like John McEnroe and me and Jimmy Connors and Billy Bob, and we're playing tennis. We win. Okay, so they say, David, we're going to have you play McEnroe, John McEnroe, not even his brother. What was his name? I can't remember. He played professional tennis too. So, if it was David Gardner versus like maybe Danny DeVito, maybe I'd win. If it was David Gardner versus, I don't know, Chris Farley back when he was still alive, or John Candy, maybe I could win. Maybe I could win that one. If it was, David Gardner versus Emmanuel Lewis, the guy from Webster, maybe I could win. But I'm not going to win against John McEnroe. No. He'll beat me today. He'll beat me yesterday. He'll beat me any day. Never was there a time when we were high school age or older, or junior high school age and older, where I'm sure he was getting a lot of recognition. Could I beat John McEnroe? No. But I decided I'll go for it. I'll play. Now, who do we blame? I'm going to lose. Biden's going to lose. Okay, do I blame the tennis shoes I'm wearing, the racket? Do I blame myself for losing? I'm going against a professional tennis player. I'm going to lose. Then in this competition with Joe Biden and Donald Trump, you have a very, very, very popular Donald Trump. Popular with who? Well, the Republicans. Popular with the independents. People say, oh, no, he's not. Popular with a lot of Democrats that are saying, you know what, I just can't do it. Look at some of the celebrities that will not endorse Joe Biden because they think that their voice and their thoughts are super, super important. If I'm about to go to the polls and I'm driving to the polls, I'm going to vote for Donald Trump, and on the radio it's tuning in. Hi, this is Barbara Streisand. Don't vote for Trump. Okay, I'm going to vote for Biden. Okay, to me, I don't care. Go sing about a evergreen or something. I don't care. You know, Joe Biden doesn't bring her flowers anymore. I don't care what she says. I don't care about her feelings. If I hurt her feelings, if I decide to vote for Trump, I'm not saying I'm going to vote for Trump. I'm just saying if I was on my way to vote for Trump and I hear Barbara Streisand chime in, or Rosie O'Donnell, or any of these other people that are so Whoopi Goldberg. I used to, so all these people I just really like, and I'm kind of like, God, shut up. I'm not saying don't have your own opinions, don't have your thoughts, but talk about something else once in a while. How can you turn on the View and just every single day it's the same thing? Or Rachel Maddow, she's actually smart. She was actually smart, but she's going to have to go on the apology tour. Remember how she said the night before the Hillary election, Hillary versus Trump, don't worry, folks, there's no way Trump's going to be president. Mark my words, kind of thing, a line in the sand, whatever, knock this off of my shoulder. She said that, and the next day, what happened? Trump won. Did she do a humble apology? No, she did like that semi-crying thing. Remember, a lot of them would be like, the mascara would be running down their cheek. They look like Kiss or I don't know. Alice Cooper with the makeup running down their face, and I can't believe it. I was wrong. They never said they were wrong. I can't believe this happened. I can't believe this happened. Like it was like 9/11 or something. But she's gonna have to go on the apology tour. But is it all his fault? Because the Democrats run a candidate and the Republicans run a candidate. So it's not just like me and John McEnroe playing tennis. Because by the time it comes to that tennis match, that's it. It's time to play tennis. Now, I could have some help. I could have a coach. He could have a coach. I could have a sports drink. He has a sports drink. He has his own shoe line. I buy some shoes at Big Five or Walmart or whatever. And I'm going to play him in tennis. I'm going to lose. But as a Democrat, if you're a Democrat, what did you do to help him? What are these donors doing? What about, they said Clooney's doing this and this part, and the Obamas are helping him and all this. But he's going to lose. He's going to lose. It's done. It's over. CNN says it, MSNBC, Newsweek magazine, Politico. Look at Politico. Look at the article for Politico. If you want, I can put it down here. But look at the article that Politico run about how the Democrats are freaking out. Why are they freaking out? Because they're about to lose the election. Okay. Now, do you blame CNN? Now, some people are saying that it's not right because if Politico says that, or CNN says it, or MSNBC or Newsweek, it may turn off some voters that won't go to the polls. Well, if he's going to lose, why am I going to go to the polls? I was just going to go to vote for Biden if Biden's going to lose. Well, there's other issues on the ballot as well. So remember, it's not just a one-issue thing. It's not one race on there. But do you think it's 100% Biden's fault? How much fault is it of, let's say, his running mate? Does she take some blame? So if here's losing, Biden's going to lose, and then you take a little bit of, here she is. Here's this person who made up this story. What about Hunter? Hunter is a big part of that. A lot of people said that Trump would have won last time had they admitted that laptop belonged to Hunter Biden. Not even necessarily what it says in there, but what it could say in there. And so what did? They lied and said, oh, no, that's not Hunter's laptop. The Russians bought a laptop, drove over to Hunter's house, stood out in the bushes, ran over to the repair guy, looking like Hunter, dropped it off, and left. Did anybody believe that? I guess they did because they voted for Biden. Then they said afterwards, I never would have voted for Biden if I'd known that was really Hunter's laptop. Now, what did they find in his laptop? A lot of damning information. What about Biden's daughter's diary? Remember, that's not her diary. No way, that's not her diary. That's not her diary. That's not her. What did she say? That's my diary. So they try to stuff all this stuff down. But so we have Ashley, is it Ashley Biden, I think, saying that Daddy would climb into the shower and shower with me, so I would take showers when he wasn't home. I'd ask Mom, hey, where's Dad? Oh, he has to work late. Whew, good. And she'd hop in the shower, take a shower, wash her body without Mr. Joe Biden, the president, being in there with her. Is it a lie? Did she make it up? Why would she make it up? Why would she just write in a diary and not tell anybody? Wouldn't she? I mean, she did tell her friends, but wouldn't she have done, if you really wanted to do something mean to your dad, would you just write it in a book and close it up and hide it under your mattress? It sounds like it's probably true. I think Joe probably did hop in the shower. I don't think Joe drove a truck. I think Hunter Biden, he's a dirtbag. Now, Hunter Biden, no offense, buddy, you are a dirtbag, and you know it. I mean, we all know. Look at Hunter Biden. What do we see? Dirtbag. his brother, Joe Biden's brother, sending. He was on some kind of a website, and there's nude photographs of Jim Biden, his brother. So we have that out there too. So is it all Joe's fault? Joe's going to lose. We all know that. You know that. You can be the biggest supporter of Mr. Joe Biden, and you know what's going to happen. Get ready. You know. I made videos about warning people. You know, I made videos a long time ago when people are still saying, "No, it's going to be." Not one of the people I know is now saying Biden's going. The ones who's arguing, "Oh, you know what you're talking about? It's going to be Biden. Trump's going to be in jail. Trump's going to be. He's have orange hair and an orange jumpsuit. Yeah, he's the orange man. He's going to be. He's going to go to prison. He's going to prison. He's going to prison. He's going to prison. He's going to go to prison. Prison. Okay, Trump's going to win. They've now come to that realization, that comfortable spot. They're not happy about it, but they accept it. They know that their finances will get better. Probably a little bit fewer people will be crossing that old border, and reluctantly, they've accepted it. They do like the perks of Trump. They doesn't like him. So, is it 100% Joe Biden's fault? What are your thoughts down there? Let me know. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking maybe it's not 100% his fault. That's where I am right now. Me playing tennis with Macro, I'm going to lose. Biden running against Trump, he's going to lose. Whose fault is it? Is it my fault I'm not a better tennis player? Yeah, probably. I could have lost a little. Well, I wasn't fat back then. If I was playing right now, I'd be kind of heavy. But I was in good shape. I played tennis. I had a pretty good racket. I had good shoes. I always buy really good tennis balls. You know, a lot of people play tennis just one time and take those tennis balls and throw them in the trash. I wasn't quite like that. I would change the tennis balls. I would take the old tennis balls and I'd put them in this big bag so I can practice my serve. Pow, pow, where it's just hitting the ball. It's not as important as playing in games. And I would about every week, 2 weeks, I would dump them in there and buy a new one. And then I'd have a bunch of those, and then now they say to wash the balls, wash your balls before you throw them to the dog. You know, let the dog play with them. You got to watch the dog, make sure, because older tennis balls have been hit a lot. They can wear out. You know, when the dog can get down the throat, oof, you know, you can see some horror stories on YouTube and stuff about that. But really, is it the fault only of Joe Biden? I don't know. Don't forget, subscribe, like, share. Talk to you later. Bye.